So before anything, I'm just going to state the rules of a Nuzlocke in case you don't know what they are. Number 1, if a Pokemon faints, you treat it like it died and you can't use it again. Number 2, you can only catch the first Pokemon you encountered in each area, so if you accidentally kill the Pokemon, you can't catch any in that area. And number 3, you have to nickname each Pokemon you get more attached to them. And this one is just because Sword and Shield is a pretty broken game. I can only do 2 to 3 raid dens before a gym battle, and I can only use 2 or 3 Poke Jobs before a gym battle as well. Anyway, on to the real video. So before I start yelling, "Your plays rising, Jaden Animations," I'm just gonna say that I'm technically not, because I'm gonna credit Jaden Animations right now. Go check out Jaden Animations' channel, because from what I know, she's the first person to make a video like this, and I'm just stealing video ideas from her technically. Anyway, on to the actual Nuzlocke. So the game starts out with Chairman Rose talking and then transitioning to a battle of Leon against Raichu's long-lost cousin Raichu. They're about to have an epic battle. They're so hyped. This is gonna be so freaking epic. But Hop breaks into our house and says that we have to find Leon. So we find Leon bragging to a whole bunch of people about how he's champion and he's saying that he wants Galar to be the strongest region, blah blah blah. But he sees us and then takes us to his house. At his house, he lets us choose from 3 Pokemon to start our journey with. I choose Scorbunny because it's the cutest of the 3, the best of the 3, and because the first gym is grass type, so starting off with the fire type would be pretty useful. Anyway, we have dinner, and first thing the next day, Hop wants to fight. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I nicknamed Scorbunny Bugs Bunny. Anyway, Hop's an idiot and picked a grass type when he knew we picked a fire type, so we easily murdered all of Hop's Pokemon. But then Wooloo breaks into the Forbidden Forest from that one Smurf movie, and Hop forces us to go in and save it. In the forest, all we did was find a weird ghost dog that knocked us out. Leon somehow finds us in the forest, gets us out, and our journey begins. I think Hop's the one who gives us the Pokeballs, but I'm not really sure how we got them. Anyway, in Route 1, I decided to catch a Rickety and call him Batman. Leon makes me get a Pokedex from Sonia, and Sonia tells me to tell the professor that she gave us the Pokedex, and I follow her instructions by going back to Route 1 and killing squirrels. After a while, I actually decided to go to Route 2, and I caught a Choodle I decided to name Tommy in it. After grinding a little and killing children's hopes and dreams, I get to the professor's house and find Leon and her talking about Dynamax Pokemon. Then they notice us and invite us inside. In the professor's house, we convince Leon to let me and Hop get into the gym challenge if we show him a good battle, and then we go outside. At this point, Bugs Bunny was level 12 and Hop's highest level Pokemon was level 8, so this fight was pretty easy. Leon decides we're worthy for the gym challenge and gives us endorsement letters. What type of bullcrap is this? What do you mean, Alex? We're gonna be part of a gym challenge. Yeah, I know, but what the heck is this piece of? The heck is that? I don't know, but I want to touch it. Yeah, so apparently 2 things fall from the sky, and Hop's first instinct is to go see what it is. But it turns out it's okay, because it's just 2 wishing stars. The next day, Sonia says things I didn't pay attention to, and the professor gives us a Dynamax band to be able to Dynamax Pokemon. Anyway, we get to the station and arrive to the wild area. The wild area has a bunch of sections, which means I can catch a bunch of Pokemon. In the first section, I catch a Tyrogue and name it Dipper, like from Gravity Falls, because Dipper wanted to be named Tyrone, and Tyrogue sounds like Tyrone. Then I decided to go back to the first town. Wait, a Slowpoke got on the train. How? It's literally a Slowpoke. You would have had to leave the train doors open for like 15 minutes. Don't question company policy! Hey, you! Wait, what, me? You're a trainer, right? Yeah? Take the Slowpoke. It's just an inconvenience to us. Okay, then. Welcome to the team, Skeppy. Hi, Editor Alex here, and I'm here with a very, very important message about what you just saw. Subscribe! Yes, it is very scientifically proven that subscribing to this channel will give you smartness and will make you rich and famous. We're here with another client who subscribed 4 days ago, and let's hear what he has to say about this. Please help me. I'm being held up. And I think we've got enough of that segment. Just subscribe and hit that like button, cause numbers fill the void. Please, I need this. Anyway, back to the video now. Then I decided to continue to the next city, and on the way, caught a snowbird that got thanks, Obama. In Turffield, I needed to go to an opening ceremony to enter the gym challenge. Wait, opening ceremony? Am I entering a cult? What the heck? Yes. Then get me out of here! Too late now. Anyway, after that, some random lady gives me flying taxis, which was really weird to think about it. But after that, Hop wanted to fight. At this point, Bugs Bunny was rebooting now, so Hop got destroyed. Anyway, Route 3 was next, and I caught a Galarian Zigzagoon, which I forgot what it was. But I caught this Galarian Zigzagoon because I thought, my team's pretty good right now. I won't regret catching this later. Anyway, after a while, I went back to the wild area to go to another area to catch some other Pokemon. So I encountered a level 15 Nuzlocke. Cool, I already have a grass type, but this will do. So I lead with Thanks Obama, who calls a hail and does some good damage. My original plan was to spam Mist until Nuzlocke got into the red due to the hail. But it turns out that Nuzlocke knew Rollout, which Obama's weak to. But luckily, it survived on 11 HP. So then I switched out to Skeppy, so it could take a hit for me to throw the Pokeball. So it gets hit by a Rollout, and it doesn't get into the yellow. Yes, it could live another hit if the Pokeball doesn't work. So I throw a Heal Ball, and it doesn't work. Okay, like we established earlier, Skeppy would live if it gets hit. But then, the Rollout killed Skeppy! No! I mean, I didn't have Skeppy long enough to get too emotionally attached to it, but it was still sad. F's in the chat for Skeppy, guys. F's in the chat. So I switch out to Dipper, throw a Pokeball at it, and boom, Nuzlocke was caught. But at a price. So some of you might be thinking, why did you even want to catch that Nuzlocke so bad? Reason 1, I was going to waste first encounter. And reason 2, it's a dark type, and I knew that a battle with a psychic type trainer Bede would happen soon. Can't you just add Zigzagoon to your party? No! Because I know I wouldn't keep it in my party in the long run, and it'd be just a waste of experience points. Anyway, I added a Nuzlocke to the team replacing Skeppy, and called it Frick You. Now, I didn't need 2 grass types in my team, so I had to take out Thanks Obama out of my team. Thanks, Obama, for all your service. Anyway, at this point, my team consisted of Bugs Bunny being level 19 and everybody else being level 17. And Frick You was at level 15. Not too much grinding to do, but still a handful. Why don't you just do a raid or something? It's because I had already done 2 raids, so now I have to manually kill several Pokemon. So after getting Frick You level 17, I went to the Galar Mines. In the Galar Mines, I got Roly-Coly I named Rocky. After stealing cash and killing Pokemon for Pokemon Trainer, it was about to be time to fight Bede. The Pokemon I was going to use for practically the entire fight was Frick You. I continued to train to get Frick You to one-shot all of Bede's Pokemon. So after getting Frick You to level 20, I go to Bede, who's like, "Frick you, I'm better than you! Now fight me, you piece of crap!" And Frick You proceeded to one-shot all of Bede's Pokemon. Thanks, Frick You. Anyway, next up was Route 4. In Route 4, I accidentally ran into a Yamper, so I caught it and named it Floof. And while I was leaving Route 4, I got ran over by a Wooloo. Are you okay? You took that tackle head on. Do you think I'm okay? I'm just kidding, it's a little fluffy boy. Anyway, this dude is Milo, and he's the first gym leader. He tells me that he's a grass type gym leader and leaves. Then Hop tells me that Sonia wants to see me, and I get dragged by a dog to see Sonia. Ooh, a leaf stone. Take a Frick You. Hi Alex, what do you think of this drawing? Do you think it references The Darkest Day? Or Dynamaxing? I don't know, The Darkest Day? Yeah, makes sense. What does Dynamaxing have to do with this? Nobody asked or even said anything about Dynamaxing. Did you, Yamper? Exactly! Where did you frickin' get Dynamaxing from? I guess I'll find out. Okay then. Anyway, you're gonna fight Milo soon. So here, have a revive. Wow, thanks. I can earn good money by selling this. What? Nothing. I'm off to the gym now, bye! Once I changed into my gym uniform and entered the gym challenge area, a guy named Dan told me what the gym challenge was. And it was to round up Wooloo and get him to the other side. Easy enough. So after a while, I get to the last section, which gave me troubles. The Wooloo wouldn't cooperate, there were Yampers scaring Wooloo, and then Dipper and Rocky decided to evolve in the middle of the process, making it even slower. But after that, I got to the highlight of the gym, the battle against Milo. Milo's first Pokemon was a level 19 Glossiphore. with my level 22 Bugs Bunny was able to one-shot. But then came out level 20 Eldegoss. So I Dynamaxed Bugs Bunny and used my strongest fire-type move. But Milo Dynamaxed his Eldegoss, so it didn't one-shot it. But one more Max Flare destroyed its Eldegoss, and I got the Grass-type badge. First gym in and only one death. Anyway, Route 5 was next. In Route 5, I entered the Pokemon daycare place, and the lady gives me a little baby Toxel that I call Texas. Welcome to the team, Texas. Now goodbye, Rocky. So after beating trainers' hopes and dreams, I went to the bridge just to find Team Yell trying to steal an old man's bike. So I throw Dipper and Bugs Bunny at them, and the old man is left alone. Here, have the bike they were trying to steal. It's better if you have it. Thanks. Now I can zoom through the bridge. Whee!
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。
What? Fight! Since Hop wanted to fight, it killed all his Pokemon, with Bugs Bunny almost dying on the way. And then Tommy and it decided to evolve into a Dwedno. Anyway, continue on to Route 5 and make it to the next city. In Holbury, I find Chairman Rose in his beach day form, trying to interact with the fans. Anyway, before I went to the second gym, I decided to do my 2 raid battles so I could level up some people. I ended up using all the candy trying to get everybody on the same level. So even though I couldn't give Frick you any candy to level up, it was at a good enough level to rival Nessa's Dreadnought. So I went to the gym, and the gym puzzle was to do a maze. Not too hard, but literally on the first gym trainer, I had problems. So I had Texas up front, so I could gain some extra XP. The Texas is an electric and poison type, so I could technically use it in this gym. But its only electric move had 20 base power, and the Pokemon it was against was the first evolution of Palpitoad, which meant it could probably have a ground type move. And Texas is weak to ground type moves. So when I thought of that, I pressed B, and it turned out I didn't press B, and Texas uses Nuzzle! Oh no! Please don't use what I think you'll use. No! Wait, what? Yeah, Texas somehow survived on 3 HP. Holy crap. I really need to stop being too confident. But besides that one little thing, the gym challenge was easy. But at the end, I withdrew to get Frick You to level 26. And once I did, I came back and it was time to fight Nessa. Stop the music, I one-shotted all of her Pokemon. Frick you, for that I will change your name, if I remember to. But after that, the chairman invites me to a dinner with Sonia, and all they talk about is how unstable Dynamaxing could be, and how they don't know much about it, while I just sit there wondering why the crap I was invited. But then the chairman just dips. Okay then. I haven't seen Hop in Hey Alex, Cobble's in the Galar Mine number 2, let's go see what's going on! Do I have a choice? No! In the second Galar Mine, I catch a Noibat I call Mabel because Dipper needs a sister. I end up replacing Batman, which I was pretty undefensive. But I can still change my mind. Anyway, Bees wants to fight again, tell me how unskilled I am in crap, so I make Frick You murder all his Pokemon. But you said you changed your name. I forgot to. Anyway, I waste a raid then trying to get Mabel on par with everyone else. Then after thinking a bit, I decided to replace Texas with Batman. Then I decided to do an illegal thing called Pokemon labor. But don't tell the police. Anyway, then I get Dipper to swap the floor with Team Yell, find Kabu, go to the hotel, and fight Marnie. Oh yeah, I forgot. I caught a Hatina and named Tari after Tari from Metrunner. But anyway, I looked for TMs to teach Tommy so I could easily wreck Kabu. And once I had them, there was only one thing left to do. Actually fight Kabu. So before fighting Kabu, I realized my team probably isn't the best for the fights that are going to come up in the later parts of the game. So I decided to switch out Mabel for Texas. Anyway, after that, I go to the gym and then I encounter Hop, who's like, Hey Alex, you won't believe what happened. I beat Kabu first try. I mean, it was a close one, but I still did it. After that, I go into the gym and the gym challenge was to kill or catch random fire-type Pokemon. Something easy. So I caught a Vulpix I called Lily after Lily from Pokemon Sun and Moon anime. Wait, you can't do that! Actually, I'm pretty sure I can. Poketips did it in his randomizer Nuzlocke, so I think it's not against the rules. Anyway, now time for Big Bad Big Boy Kabu. Why did I just say Big Boy? I don't know. His first Pokemon was Ninetales, which Tommy one-shotted. Then came out his pretty bulky Arcanine, and since it wasn't a one-shot like Ninetales, Tommy got pretty damaged before his last Pokemon. But his last Pokemon's like 4 times weak to rocks, so that was a joke. Thanks for the badge, Kabu, but you made me think that Tommy was gonna die, so frick you. Anyway, once I was done sweeping the floor with Kabu, Taxi decided to evolve into a Toxtricity. Yay! Anyway, once I'm trying to leave the city, Kabu comes and sings a little song to me like a little freak he is, and then B challenges Hop to a battle. Finally, I'm alone. Well, to Hammerlock I go! On my way to Hammerlock, I had several chances to catch several Pokemon, but I didn't because the Pokemon's levels would probably be too high, and I don't want anybody to die, because I'm a chicken. Bakak. Anyway, I run into Beat in front of Hammerlock, and it turns out he destroyed Hop, which isn't a surprise, because Hop's a joke. Anyway, I went into Hammerlock, and I find Beat talking to the chairman. What the frick? How did you come in here so quickly? Like, what the frick? I was like 2 steps behind you, little... What? But Chairman's talking about wishing stars and the future of Galar, blah, 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 stuff that aren't important. Then the chairman talks about how Galar is powered and sends me to the vault to see Sonia. Once I make it to the vault and find Sonia, she tells me about the history of Galar. It gives me 2 revives that I could sell. Thank you, Sonia, for being an inconvenience. Anyway, I end up trying to go to Route 6, but get interrupted by Team Yell yelling at me about being loud. Then Hop arrives and decides to challenge Team Yell, so I wrecked the Team Yell grunts. Both of them. Because Hop's trash and can't win any battles. Seriously, Hop, what's up with that? Why can't you win anything? It's because Bede bullied me when I lost, and now I can't get him out of my head. So, he bullied you to the point that you're depressed now? Yes. Dang. I guess words do more than acts. Or was it the opposite? Said acts do more than words? I can't remember. Anyway, frick you, I'm moving on. In Route 6, I enter with a big head, fight one trainer, and realize I'm getting way too comfortable. And then I decide to step back and train in the wild area. Because where else would I train? In the North Lake, my luck, I decide to catch a Palpitoad. I decide to call Blue Mario. Why did I do this voice? I don't know, this is my video. I decided what to do with it. And then I did 1 Pokéjob. Now I have the confidence I needed to continue through. Anyway, I went to Route 6 and I caught a silly cobra that I called Death because I ran into him on accident. And I had to face the debt of not having a good party member I actually wanted. Freak you, silly cobra! Then after that, I arrived at Stoneside, and then I found Hop standing there depressed. Then he wanted to fight me. So with the help of Taxes, Dipper, Tommy, and Batman, I stabbed Hop to death. Then after committing 69th degree murder, I go to the wild area to hide the evidence and do 2 raid dens, and one of which I caught a Crelia I named Patrick in the stony wilderness. Catch a Sneasel I named a Chew in the Motostow Riverbank and evolved Batman into a Corviknight. Now I can stand a chance against the 4th gym leader, Beans. But the key to a Nuzlocke is to never be too confident. So I did a last-minute Pokéjob before the gym, then went to challenge Beans. In the gym, I played some weird pinball minigame, defeated a bunch of trainers, and then I got to B. And it was time for Batman to shine. And all of B's Pokemon were wrecked and got one-shotted by Batman. Anyway, I was way too over levels for this fight. Machamp was level 36, Batman was level 41, so now I can only do 2 Pokejobs and 1 raid then to balance stuff out. I know that still isn't balanced, but I wrote the script back in February, so frick you for questioning my life choices! Anyway, after Batman wrecked all of Beast's Pokemon, Bugs Bunny became a Sentries. Nice! Then when I left the gym, I encountered Sonia, who started rambling again. But then we heard a loud explosion. We went to go check it out and find Bede trying to force one of the chairman's Pokemon to break some historic scribbles on the wall. So with the help of Wendy, aka formerly known as Freak You, I one-shot all of his Pokemon. And once I defeated him, Chairman and his goons arrived. Then, the goons kidnapped Bede, and Rose got the paperwork ready to legally disown Bede. And right when they left, the wall of scribbles decided to fall. Then Sonia rambles about how the heroes of Galar were actually a sword dog and a shield dog, and then she gives us 2 revives. Stop giving me revives, Sonia! I'm going to freaking kill you just like I did with Hop! Just so stop it! Anyway, then I go to the Glimwood Tingle and catch a Shiinotic I called the bulbous one. Then I arrive at Balan Lee. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'll just call it Galileo. And once I get to Galileo, I realize that it's already time for another gym battle. So I do 1 raid den and 1 poke job. With this new XP and TMs, I could take on Opal. So I go into the gym and knock the challenge out of the park. And now it's just me and Opal. With Batman, Bugs Bunny, and Taxes, I one-shotted everything except her Gigantamax and Cake, which I 2-shot using Taxes. Then when I'm leaving the gym, Opal decides she wants to go to Hammerlock with me. So we go to Hammerlock and find Bede, sad, and alone on the streets. So Opal takes him under her wings, and I decide to go to Route 7. Then I run into Sonia, who gets interrupted by an explosion. Leon arrives and leaves with Sonia to see what happened. Weird. Anyway, I head to Route 7 and kill Hop again for getting in my way. When I get to Route 7, I catch whatever that is, and I call it Jake Viking because Jake the Viking didn't fit. Then I go to Route 8 and catch a Togedemaru I called Fake Pikachu. And then I arrive to Route 8 Part 2, and Bugs Bunny killed my first encounter. But it's not a big deal because I wasn't even sure if I could catch anything there anyway. Anyway, I arrive at Chichester and it's already gym time. But this time, I didn't do any poke drops because I'm already really over-leveled. Cause that's what XP share does to you kids. But before I can go into the gym, Hop comes out and says he lost. Ha! Nerd! Anyway, after I wreck the gym challenge, I reach Gordon Ramsay, the rock-type gym leader. And with Wendy and Tommy, everything falls down to 1 shot. Some are 2, but we don't talk about those. Stupid idiot! Gordon Ramsay, go back to the kitchen! After verbally abusing Gordon Ramsay, Sonia invites me to a restaurant called Bob's Your Uncle, even though he's not mine. So we eat, and it's time to battle Hop again. But this time, I decided his Pokemon would be the ones that would suffer after his Pincurchin almost killed Tommy. Anyway, I go to Route 9 and catch nothing because Taxes killed my first encounter. Then I kill a Team Yell Grunt and get access to Bike on Water. So I reach the 3rd part of Route 9 and catch a Clobbopus. I called Clobbo because I realized since they have different names, that I could technically catch a Pokemon there. Anyway, the entrance of the town where the 7th gym is was locked, and nobody thought of going around. So I go around and encounter Marnie, and I obliterate her team. Then I enter the alleyway that was the town of Spikemouth. After healing and easily passing the gym challenge, I decided to do 1 poke job, which I almost regretted because my Pokemon got to level 51. Thinking that I was way too overleveled so the gym would be easy, I went into Spikemouth to challenge Pierce. And when the battle started, I realized I actually didn't heal. All my Pokemon were at full HP, so what I was worried about were the power points. The first up was his Scraggy, which Dipper 2-shots with Drain Punch. Dipper was left with some damage and around 4 power points for Drain Punch. Crap. And next up was his Malamar, and then I realized I didn't have a plan for it. So I throw Bugs Bunny at it and use an elixir on Dipper so I could have Drain Punch at full power points. Then Malamar nearly 1-shots Bugs Bunny, so I switch out to Batman, who 3-shots Malamar. Then came out our strongest Pokemon, Obstagoon. So I send out Dipper and he actually managed to 1-shot it. And then lastly came out his Skuntank, which Tommy was able to 2-shot. And then I get the Dark type gym badge. Then I hear another loud explosion and run to the scene. Finally, something interesting will happen. What's going on here? Nothing, just leave. I'll handle this. Frick you. Anyway, after that, I go to Hammerlock and I encountered Hop. I got my gun loaded to kill him, but he didn't want to battle. He just told me that Leon brutally killed a Dynamax Berserker, which was the thing that caused the explosion. Then I arrived to Hammerlock to basically find Leon and Sonia flirting. And with that, it's time for the Dragon Gym. But
As you guys probably know, I have no ice type, unless you count Ice Punch. So I grabbed Chew, forced him to do Pokemon labor, evolved him into a Weavile, just to realize its ice moves are practically pointless. So I drag my lazy butt back to the wild area, catch a Vanillish, force him to do Pokemon labor, and then realize I don't need an ice type on my team. I'm just gonna do this with my actual team. So I go back to the stadium where the guy told me that the challenge is actually at the vault. So then I got randomly teleported into the vault. So I killed the 3 trainers that were waiting for me. And then it was time to defeat Raihan. So the way that Raihan's gym works is that it's a double battle. So my plan was to use Dipper and Tommy to one-shot practically everything. But this plan was easily killed. Dipper one-shot Flygon, but Tommy didn't one-shot Gigalith. And Gigalith goes for a super effective move on Tommy. Tommy was still in the green, but it was definitely something to worry about. Then Raihan sent out his Silly Cobra, which I thought Dipper could one-shot, but didn't. At least Gigalith was gone thanks to Tommy now. But this meant that Duraludon was next. But I knew that Tommy wouldn't be able to take a Max Knuckle from Duraludon. So I Dynamax Dipper, use a Max Knuckle, and switch Tommy out for Wendy, who was able to tank a Max Knuckle. Then Silly Cobra decides to paralyze Dipper. It wasn't going too good. Wendy was 100% going to die, Duraludon was still here, and Dipper was paralyzed. So then Wendy kills Silly Cobra, says farewell, and got taken out by a Max Knuckle. The same Pokemon that was responsible for the first death was responsible for getting this win. Without the annoying Silly Cobra, Dipper was able to take out Duraludon, pushing through the paralysis. And now I have the Dragon Badge. And with Wendy's death, I added the Bulbous one to my team. And before we move forward, we just need to pay our respects for Wendy, the fallen hero. Anyway, then I encountered Sonia and Professor Magnolia talking about stuff I didn't really pay attention to. Then I get the Bulbous one on par with everyone else, go to the Hammerlock station where I find Hop, and he tells me about how he easily destroyed Raihan, and Raihan sends us off to Route 10. In Route 10, I made it through the budget victory road, destroying every trainer along the way and catching nothing. Then I arrive at Winden, make my way to the stadium, and in the stadium I enter the semifinals so we could battle it out to see which trainer would be the one to fight big bad stupid idiot Leon. My first battle was against Marnie. She starts off trash talking about how she'll become champion and she's gonna kick my butt. I'm gonna be running to my mommy and all that crap. But I'm not really sure about that because I easily destroyed all of her team. Next up was Hop, but since I knew his double had a psychic type move, I used Pokemon Camp to make Dipper my friend so he might have a chance to avoid the move if he really had to. Then I realized that Pokemon Camp actually levels you up, but I was trying to avoid leveling people up, so oops. Anyway, it's time for the final battle against Tom. Alex, it's been nice, but I'm the one that's gonna become the new champion. Yeah, sure, whatever, Mr. I was depressed. Anyway, Dipper easily one-shots his double on Snorlax, and I have Bugs Bunny kill Corviknight and Pincurchin. And now, it was only his Rillaboom next. And for the sake of old times, I choose Bugs Bunny to go against it. Bugs Bunny obliterated it, just like old times. Then we encounter Leon, who says things I didn't pay attention to, and we go to the hotel, I think. But it turns out we made plans with Leon to have dinner, and he never showed up. Then Pierre showed up, tells us he saw Leon going to Rose Tower, and along with Marnie and Team Yell, we go out to find Leon. But Oleana stops us, saying that he's in an important meeting with a chairman. But nobody buys it, and we go on a wild goose chase after some random guy to get into Rose Tower. A few minutes later, we finally go inside. Once inside of Rose Tower, we battle our way to the top and meet Oleana on top, who tells us that she'll defeat me to stop me from stopping the meeting. So I kill her Pokemon and we get to Leon. I need to do this one thing to save the people of Galar, even though it'll only affect them in 1,000 years, and we need to do it tomorrow. Really? Why can't we just at least wait after the champion match? No. Why? No. You know what? I'm leaving. Let's go, Hop and Alex. After waking up, I go to Winden to get the Champion Cup over with. Leon gives the speech about how we're the final challengers and crap, and then Bede comes out of nowhere to pick a fight with me. Like usual. So I kill his Pokemon with Bugs Bunny attacks and Batman. Then I had to fight Nessa, who was harder than she should have been. Tommy ended up triggering Glissad's emergency exit, so her Barraskewda comes out. So I switch to Texas to take it out, but it gets hit by a super effective move that almost kills it. So I switch out to the Bulbous one, who killed Barraskewda and Seaking. Then I switch out to Batman so it could take a hit from Pelipper so I could heal Texas. So I switch out to Texas after it gets healed, but it gets hit pretty hard and gets confused. So I had to finish it off with Tommy. Then came out its Glissadpod, so I switch out to Batman, almost one-shot it. So then its emergency exit gets triggered and it switches to Dreadnought. Now I had Batman against her Dreadnought that was about to Gigantamax. So I nervously switch out to the Bulbous one. Her Dreadnought Gigantamaxes uses Max Darkness, which tickles the Bulbous one. So I Dynamax the Bulbous one, one-shot Dreadnought. Then I finish off Glissadpod with Batman. And now B was next. And just like in the gym, Batman one-shotted all of her Pokemon. And now it's time for the last trainer before I fight Leon, Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's first Pokemon was Torkoal, which Tommy two-shot, but almost died in the process. Then came out his Goodra, who I three-shotted, and wasted a turn healing Tommy. Then I two-shot Turtonator with Tommy, and two-shot Flygon with the Bulbous one. And lastly was his big bad Duraludon, which Dipper easily two-shot, and it was finally time to fight Leon. So, it's all led up to this, hasn't it? Yep, all the deaths and close calls have led me here. Death? Who died? It's because I'm doing Nuzlocke. Makes sense. And all the grinding and murders won't be in vain. We all know you didn't grind anything. Yeah, you got me. Just fight already! Okay then. Are you ready? Yep. Let's get this over. Hello, it is I, your chairman. So, upon trying to unleash Darkest Day for the future of Galar, I may have done a poopsie. So, Leon, this is your responsibility now. Peace! Rap, we gotta go. You gotta do something to help. How about we go to that forest place and we get the Sword Dog and the Shield Dog so we can save Galar? Yeah, let's go. Huh? What are you guys doing here? Sword Dog, Shield Dog, Forest. Now bye! There they are. What? Guys, you didn't really explain well why you're here. We're looking for the legendary dogs. We actually just saw them. Really? Yeah. Hey look, Sword and a Shield. Let's go get them, Alex. Okay then. Now we have this. Let's go back to Hammerlock. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's hot.
What? The darkest day is here. Now we can solve the energy crisis. But isn't Eternatus out of control? Fight! Yeah, for some reason, Rose summoned the frickin' darkest day and Eternatus and lost control. So with Bugs Bunny, I burn Rose. And now, it's time to stop Eternatus. But obviously I can't do that without Pokejobs, so I did some of those. And now it's actually time to stop Eternatus. Don't worry, guys. I got this. To contain Eternatus, I'll just throw a Pokeball at it. What? Wow. What a surprise. A regular Pokeball didn't work. I guess the Pidgey just runs in your family. So after Eternatus comes at me, I throw Tommy in its face, pun not intended, and once I defeat it, it goes into the air, becomes a giant hand, and comes at us. Go Double! Double? Why can't we attack? I don't know. How about we just hold the Sword and Shield in the air? What? Just do it. Fine. Look! It's Sword Dog and Shield Dog! What? You want the Sword and Shield? Okay. What the heck? Hey! I can attack now! Okay then. Let's do this. So after a while of attacking a giant hand, we finally defeated it. And I got to catch it with a regular Pokeball. Just to piss off Leon. Wait, where'd he go? He ran away after things got intense.
Wow, what a champion.
Speaking of champion, now it's time to
Fight Leon.
I guess it's time for the real fight, eh?
I don't care, Doodles. Just get this over with.
I don't know, man. Freaking party pooper. First up was his
Aegislash,
and I obviously used
Bugs Bunny against it.
So after I used Protect to match its King Shield, I killed it off with one Pyro Ball. Then with his Hacksters. So I brought out Batman because he resisted all of Hackster's moves. And after a while, it was
Down 2.
next up was
Dragon Ball.
so I brought out somebody I'd never used before.
Tari is what you guys
Didn't know was that all this time whenever I did Pokejobs, I picked other Pokemon to be sent along as well if they were going to be useful later. And since Dipper probably wouldn't have been useful in this fight, I switched them out for Tari. Anyway, using Tari was a high risk, high reward strategy because even though I knew Tari probably wouldn't get one-shotted, if she didn't one-shot Dragapult, she'd die. Which is why I gave her the scope lens, so it could have a higher chance of landing a critical hit because that's how I think it works. And if all failed, we had the Bulbous one to finish Dragapult off. So Dragapult used Shadow Ball and got Tari to 32 HP. Then Tari was able to one-shot it. Then came out Mr. Rhyme, which Bugs Bunny nearly one-shotted, which would have been bad if his attack didn't tickle and if Leon hadn't wasted his max heal thing on him. Anyway, Bugs Bunny took it out and Inteleon came out. So I took out Taxes, and since Leon comes from a family of idiots, instead of using a quad super effective move, he used Fake Tears.
So Taxes easily killed it, and only Charizard was left.
So I switched out to Tommy for another high risk, high reward play. If Tommy didn't one-shot it, it would die. And who knows what would happen to the rest of my team if that happened. So we Dynamax our Pokemon, Charizard uses Max Silver Rose, and Tommy lived on 55 HP. And Tommy uses Max Rockfall and clutches the victory. Leon congratulates me, and now I'm the champion of Galar. Thank you guys so much for watching this Nuzlocke. It was pretty fun. A nice change and experience, and I would
Definitely do this again sometime. Yes, I did just put all the parts of the Nuzlocke together in one video.
Why? I don't know, so you won't have to look for all the parts?
I really don't. I just
wanted to. I just think it'd be more easier to consume, I guess. You won't have to be looking for 4 videos. You just have one massive one. Yeah. So, yeah, this is it. Subscribe if you liked the video. And, yeah. Remember that God loves you and to keep getting back up no matter what. Good day.